Let's move on to the next question. So a curve have equation y equals to 4 over root of x. Now we realize that we can rewrite this as 4x power minus half. Right. Now what else? Part 1. The normal to the curve at the point 42, this is the x value and the y value, meets the x-axis at P and the y-axis at Q. Now find the length between P and Q. So we first have to find the points P and Q. Now, to find the points P and Q, we have to find the equation of the normal. Now we understand the normal is a straight line, so you have to find the gradient of the normal. Now as always, the gradient of the normal and the gradient of the tangent, they are related. We understand that, for example, here we have a curve. Let's say the curve is in this shape and the point is here, 4, 2. The normal will be a line in this direction, for example, and the tangent will be a line at 90 degrees to, I don't think it's a good drawing, but you get the idea. This is their relationship. So we know that gradient of normal multiplied by gradient of tangent has to be minus 1. Okay, so using that relationship, we can find the gradient of the normal. So one by one, we know this is simply dy by dx. So let's find dy by dx. It is going to be equal to, first thing first, multiply by minus half. Then we have 4 here. Minus 1, that will be minus 3 over 2. That should be minus 2 x over value of 3 over 2. This is dy by dx. Now, we have to find this value at x equal to the value of 4. That should be 2 over 4 power 1.5 should be 8. That should be 1 over 4. Here is minus 1 over 4. Now from this we can derive the gradient of normal have to be the value of 4. Now we have 4, we have a passing point 4, 2. We can find the equation of the normal, right? That will be the x value and the y value. So y minus 2 over x minus 4 has to be the value of 4. Now cross multiply, you will have y minus 2 have to be 4x minus 16. Now we have to simplify y have to be 4x plus 14 for the equation of the normal. That is part 1 of the question. Now moving on, we have to find the points P and Q. Now the point P is on the x-axis. We know that on the x-axis the y value have to be 0. Replace, you have 0 here. 4x plus 14. X has to be minus 14 over 4. Let's see what does that give me. Minus 3.5. So the point P has to be minus 3.5 and 0. Now moving on to the next one. We have on the y-axis, the value of x have to be 0. Replace, you will have y equal to 14. So the passing point will be 0 and 14. That will be the point Q. P and Q, we have found the values. Now we have to find the length of PQ. Pretty easy. Just use your formula for that. The length of PQ will be root of x2 minus x1 will be 3.5 square plus 14 minus 0 will be 14. Then we have to square the value as well. That will be 3.5 square plus 14 square. Root of that will be 14.4 units, correct to 3SF. That will be question part 1. Now for part 2, we have to find the area enclosed by the curve, the x-axis, and the line this and this. So pretty easy. The main idea here is that if you think we will have a curve, right? The shape will be somewhat like this. And we have two lines here, x equal to 1, x equal to 2, right? Now we have to try to find the area enclosed, which is area under curve between those two limits. So we have to find this by using integration. So we have 2 here and 1 here. And the equation is 4x power minus half with respect to dx. Now 4 is only a multiple. We can leave this outside. And we have to first increase the power by 1. That will be half. Then divide by the power. Then limits will be 2 and 1. And finally, there have to be 8x power half to 1. Right. Now let's move on with the questions. So here we have what? 8 outside, and here we have 2 power half is root of 2 minus 1. Let's see what does that give me. So root 2 minus 1 times 8, that should be 3.31 units square, correct to 3SF. Again, let's check. The equation of the curve is this, which is 4x power minus half. Integration of the curve will be 4x power minus half. Take out 4 outside, it is only a multiple. Then we have to increase the power by 1, it will be half divided by half will be 8, and then step by step, between those limits, you will have this as your answer. And that will be a question in relation to integration, and I think a bit of algebra as well.